Natalie. I go to Lake Forest College and I did the summer on the Italian Coast program.
Why did you choose CIS abroad?
Make sure that I got credit for whatever program I chose, and thankfully, the course that I took, I did get credit that related to my majors. That was really nice. And I've always wanted to go to Italy. Looking at the photos, I was like, this is definitely the program I want to do.
Can you give some tips on surviving the first 2 weeks on site?
I definitely think it helps if you know someone going in on your program. I had a friend from my home institution that went with me, but we lived in two separate housing options. We had different apartments. So I think if you get close with your other apartment roommates, they're in the same boat as you are. So just becoming close with them, getting to know them, they'll want to travel with you, go out to dinner with you, go shopping, all that. And also get to know your classmates because you usually have the same schedule, so you can travel with them. Also talk to your family.
What was your favorite class and why?
Class I took while abroad was Humanities 339, which was Introduction to Archaeology. And I loved the professor. I loved the course. My professor was an archaeologist at Pompeii, so she was super knowledgeable about um, Pompeii when we went there for a field trip. So it was really awesome. You could ask her any question, and she knew pretty much anything. But I had a great time. I got to see a lot of Naples that I wouldn't have seen without her, stuff I wouldn't have known even without her. But yeah, I love that class.
What was your favorite part of your program?
My favorite part of the program was probably living with my roommates was super fun, getting to know them, meeting other people from around the US. But I also really loved the like excursions we had through CIS. So we went on like a boat cruise, we did a wine tasting, we went to an olive oil farm. So I really got to see a lot of Italy again that like I probably wouldn't have seen had I not been a part of CIS.
What was your favorite excursion?
My favorite excursion was the boat tour that we took. It was the first week that we arrived and we got to take a boat from Sorrento. We went to Positano and Amalfi, got to explore both of those places, which they were on my list, knowing that I was going to be on the Amalfi Coast. So I'm glad I got to hit it through the program. We got a ton of, we had like 3 or 4 hours to hang out in each spot, got to eat there, go to the beach, shop a little bit. But it was just really fun to explore.
How did your on-site director impact your time abroad?
My on-site director was super helpful. Whenever I like had a travel question, I would just text him and be like, "Hey, do you know the best way to get to the airport?" Or like, "What's your advice on flights?" All that stuff. He's always available, super friendly. Just wanted to make sure you're safe and having a good time. Yeah.
What surprised you about your time abroad?
The most surprising thing for me is that I had so much energy while I was abroad just because I didn't want to miss anything ever. So I was like, okay, if I don't have class, I want to make sure I like go to the beach or go on an excursion with one of my friends, try to travel as much as possible. So, and that's just for me personally. I was very surprised by how much energy I had. Yeah, I just felt like I could keep going and going.